Okay, so today I'm reviewing something a little bit different. I'm reviewing a controller. Now, you may be asking, why? Well, let's say you get a new, or not new, obviously, but let's say you get an Xbox 360 system. You can't afford an Xbox One, or especially one of those new, super expensive Series X's that you can't find anywhere, but you get your hands on an old 360 system. Great. You're going to have a lot of fun with the hundreds of games on that system. But you have a problem. The system works, but the controller's kind of junk. Alright? The buttons are all busted up. The sticks are drifting. It's having trouble holding a charge. What do? Well, you could go on eBay and try and find a new Xbox 360 controller, but those could get pretty pricey, especially an official one still in the packaging. You can get a used one, but that's a big gamble because I've gotten used ones on eBay and they've been junk. Alright, and a person's just like, it was working when I had it. It's like, this stick's drifting and there was gunk all over it. Yeah, that wasn't like that when I had it. Goodbye. So, eBay's kind of a messy thing. So what do? GameStop? Well, GameStop doesn't really do that generation of controllers anymore. What I found was on Amazon, they had the VOYEE wireless Xbox controller. And this was only about $25 to $26. So you're thinking, okay, what's the catch? Well, it is a third-party controller. But it's a 360 controller. I mean, it's the same design, and it's the same button layout. There are some differences, though, and there are a couple of issues worth knowing. So, for starters, typically, a regular 360, the light around the home button is a lime green. On this controller, it is a dark green, and it's much brighter than your typical Xbox 360 controller, to the point that if you're playing a dark room at night, it really catches your attention when you're just holding it here and it's just shining up here right into your face. Now, doesn't ruin the experience. You have to kind of learn to live with that if you were to get this controller. The other issue, this one's kind of big. It's up to you if you can live with it or not. But the other issue is that these face buttons right here, the A, X, Y, and A, those aren't really in there that well. And so when you're in a furious gaming session, you're going to hear mostly this. Yeah, that's what you're going to hear most of the time. Kind of a downside, but every button works. It uses the 360 rechargeable batteries that your 360 was using already. It can plug in the same way. I mean, this is almost centimeter for centimeter an Xbox 360 console controller. And none of the buttons are broken. There's no stick drift. It's practically brand new. And that's a huge selling point. Alright? I mean, it's hard to look past that with those two little issues right there. Are those two issues annoying? Yes. In terms of the light, I was able to live with it. And in terms of the sound, I just turned my TV up a little bit. So, if you can't live with that, then I would say move on. But if you're fine with those two problems, and you've been looking for a new Xbox 360 controller, I'd highly recommend going to Amazon and getting their VOYEE Xbox 360 wireless controller. It comes in both white and black. So if you have an old classic system and you love the white look of the system and of the controller, they offer this in white. If you love the black look or you have a slim, they offer in black. So, but yeah, that's ultimately my thoughts on the VOYEE wireless controller for the Xbox 360. Is it good? I would say yes. I would say it's worth a buy. If you're really nitpicky on your controllers, you might want to move on. But, so anyway, my name's Chris with 11 Hour Reviews, and I hope you enjoy. That is all.